November 24th, Rabbi Moore, Parsha with Rashi, Vayeshev. Hello, Rabbi.
Very good. Okay. Hopefully we'll have less problems here with the connection. Okay. You hear me better this way?
Yes, I hear you fine, thank God.
Good. Baruch Hashem. Okay, we are up to Pasuk Zayin.
V'hinei,
Come on to the 1 second. We actually Pasuk Hey. We have to read this some psukim here without Rashi. Pasuk Hey.
Vaya chalom, Yosef chalom, Vayaged chav, Vayosifu od son o oso.
No, also.
Yosef dreamed a dream, and he told his brothers, and they hated him more.
Even more, yeah. Okay, now, what was the dream? By the way, I'm just pointing this out. What was the dream? Plus, it doesn't say.
Right.
Okay. Then he said, next pasuk.
Alehem, Shimu na hachalom hazeh asher chalamti. He said to them, listen, please, to this dream that I dreamt.
Now, what is pshat in this pasuk?
He told them what he dreamt.
Well, we're going to see. The next pasuk is going to say what he dreamt. It sounds a little bit like it's either one of two options. Either the first pasuk said he told them a dream, it doesn't say what it was, and and they hated him even more. That's one pshat. Second pshat is he's told them, guys, I dreamt a dream. So they start gritting their teeth. He says, what's this guy up about? He's going to tell us now dreams. Why did they hate him more? Because he's coming and tell them their dream. He's coming to tell them his dreams. What's so bad in that? Okay, let's reserve judgment on that. Okay, why should they hate? If we're talking about, I just told them, guys, I dreamt a dream. Without specification, without telling what the dream was, and Vayeshev said they hated him even more. Now, what it means is, if I have a dream, right, and I wake in the morning and say, I had this dream, so am I trying to sell myself as a prophet? I'm just telling you out of curiosity. Obviously, why is he Yosef coming to tell his dream to his brothers? Because he wants to say, this dream I had is prophetic. There's something to it. This obviously incited the brothers because they're saying, well, even now, not.
I think the rabbi froze.
Oh, I hope it wasn't because of me.
Yeah, we can only have too many people on the connection. You came in, he came out.
I see. I just got back from Ein Kerem.
How did it go?
It went okay. It was a basically a follow-up where the doctor had to get information and then they have like a group meeting about what to do about the progress and everything.
Right.
So it's very good.
So the consensus that the progress is good?
Well, no, they have to still have that meeting. This was like an upfront doctor to get all the information.
Oh, I
And
see.
later in the week, they'll, well, is it later? What's today? Wednesday? No, I don't know when, but they will have a further group
Another meeting.
discussion, right?
This was the pre-meeting meeting.
Right.
So I'll fill you in on what we've said so far. Not much. Yosef dreamt Pasuk 5,
Oh,
and
okay.
they hated him more. And he said, "Listen to my dream," and now he's going to tell the dream. But I think Rabbi is going to try and make the case that there were two dreams,
Oh, that's interesting.
because otherwise, why does it say they hated him? It should say he dreamt and he said, "Here's the dream," and then they hated him, which it does actually say they hated him at the end. So why does it say they hated him twice? That's, I think, going to be the focus of his
Uh-huh. It's a good question. Unless they hated him because he told his father, and two, I guess he told them.
Yeah, maybe they hate him. It's like, you say a blessing before the Torah and you say a blessing after the Torah.
Mm-hmm.
And the drasha goes, the reason you say it before is you're saying, thank you for giving us the Torah. And the reason we say it after is now that we've read it, we're saying thank you for what's in it, in the Torah.
Right.
So maybe they hated him because he had a dream and was flaunting it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one, they hated him because what the dream contained.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
I hope he manages to get back in. Hello, Rabbi. Hello. I can put the phone in front of my microphone, and you can just leave the share from the phone if you want. Or do you want to keep trying? That would also work. All right. All right. Bye-bye. Rabbi's going to try dialing in because he's having trouble with his connection.
Oh, okay. I'm actually having trouble with my cell phone. I have to call them tonight and see what's going on. I mean, ironically, I can get data information, internet, but I can't get any phone service.
That's weird. Usually it's the other way.
Yeah. When I dial, it gives me a message not registered on the network, which I don't know what that means, but
It means you don't have a signal to your phone.
also it might not even be at their end then.
It could be a problem with your, in your building. You don't have, you're blocked. I would try going outside and see if it works outside.
Actually, I did, and I got the same message.
All right, then it's a problem with them. You got to call them.
Okay, well, that's what I plan to do tonight. They're in America, so I'm calling them later tonight.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
Well, hopefully they'll help.
All right, here comes the rabbi.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, we're good. So I think we're up to Pasuk 6.
Yeah. Right. So we were asking, okay, that what's chat in Pasuk 6, Pasuk Vav. Vayoma Alehem. He said to them, Shimu na hachalom hazeh asher chalomti. Listen to this dream that I dreamt.
So I say that
Did he tell?
he's referring to the dream that he mentioned in Pasuk 5. There's one dream. In Pasuk 5 says, he
One,
says,
that's
I
the way
dreamt
Rashi
it.
learns.
In
The Ma'aseh
Pasuk
does-
6, he says, listen. And Pasuk 7, he says, here it is.
Okay, and so let me ask you, if that's the case, why does it Pasuk 5 say that they hated him even more?
Because even
What did he
before
tell
they
his
hear
brother?
the content of the dream, they hate him because he is telling them he dreamt. He's being presumptuous. He's being arrogant.
How am we saying that his dreams have significance?
No, they're saying that he thinks his dreams have significance.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. In other words, he's being arrogant, he's being to presume that his dreams have significance, and that's why they hated him even more.
Right.
Okay. Okay, let's continue with that. Okay. So therefore, they already hated him, and the mere fact he told them, the mere fact that he told them he had a dream, that already got their wind up. And then after, that's why he's saying, Shimu na hachalom hazeh asher chalomti. Please listen to this dream that I dreamt. What was his chat? Why was he so insistent that he's got to listen to it? The Chazal say Lemaisa that a Navi has a nevuah. If he doesn't say it, then it cannot be fulfilled. So if he doesn't tell it over to anybody, then there will not be the prophecy will not be fulfilled. In order to have give it force, give it effect of the prophecy, it has to be told over to others. That's why he wanted to make sure that they heard the dream, otherwise its element of prophecy would not be fulfilled. Okay, let's go, let's see the Pasuk Zayin.
והנה אנחנו עלומים בתוך השדה, והנה כמה אלומתי וגם ניצבה, והנה סובנה אלומותיכם ותשתחוונה לאלומתי. Behold, we were binding sheaves in the middle of the field. Behold, my sheaf rose up and stood straight. And behold.
Yeah, okay, the Maisa we'll see in Rashi means that my Kama is the action of standing up straight, and nitzava means to remain in an upright position. So my aluma, how do you call aluma? My stalk stood up erect, and it remained erect. Okay?
And behold, your
bundle
sheep surrounded it and prostrated themselves to my sheaf.
Right.
So Rashi says, Me'al mim u alumim, binding sheaves, kisargumo ma'asrin asarin omrin. According to the translation, binding bundles, sheaves.
Right, amorim are sheaves, right, in Aramaic. Okay,
V'chein, and similarly, nosei alumosav, carrying sheaves.
right? The person will come back to Kalisha, will come back to Eretz Yisrael. It's like using a muscle of the farmer that when he plants, he's crying, weeping because he doesn't know, putting a lot of effort and he doesn't know there's going to be any result. But he'll come back in, he'll return with song, carrying his bundle. Okay. Kamoihu,
Zechamohu Lashon Mishnah. And it is similar to the language of the Mishnah. V'ha'alumos no tel b'machriz. And he may take the sheaves and make a pronouncement.
Right. Meaning, if somebody finds sheaves in the street or somewhere like that, like in a position where they look lost, to be left, noitel, the person can take it, right? He should take it, and he make an announcement, and he should not leave it there in the Rishus Harabim because people are just going to trample on it. Rather, he should take it and be pronounced that he found these sheaves. This way, the owner, the real owner of these sheaves, will get back his sheaves rather than having it left there. They'll just get trampled on and ruined. Anyway, Kopanim, Rashi's proving this term aluma with an aleph means a bundle. The Maisa, there's a very similar word in Hebrew with an ayin, aluma. It's also the same thing. It has a similar meaning.
Kama alumasi, my sheaf arose. Nizkafa, it rose up. V'gam nitzava, and also stood. La'amod al amda vizkifa, to stand, a standing which is steadfast.
La'amod al stand in its position vizkifa, upright. So this is what I mentioned to you before. What I mentioned to you before, the idea is the comma represents nizkifa. It means it became upright. It's an action of coming or going into an upright position. That's comma, means it actually stood up. My sheaf, comma, became upright. Right? Means it's actually the action of being bent over, coming into an upright position. That means nizkafa, upright. The gamnitzava lamoid al emdo beskiva, to remain in this upright position. So that's what Rashi is saying these two words mean. Kama means it actually did an action of going from a bent position to an upright position. The Gam Nitzav, and it remained in its upright position. Okay? By the way, it's a remez that Yosef, besides becoming viceroy, right, and he remained in his, even after the famine and after the years of plenty and after the famine, Yosef remained in his high position, which mashma from the Medrash or whatever, this was a chiddush that because in Paro was very wary of his ministers and other servants, and he would never let any of them remain in a position of power and for any length of time. Whereas Yosef remained in this position to his dying day. For 80 years, Yosef was viceroy of Egypt. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Right. Next pasuk. Meir, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Vayomru lo echav hamaloch timloch aleinu im mashol timshol banu Yosifu od sino oto al halomotav the al devarav. Okay, so his brothers said to him, would you rule over us? Let's see.
There's two things. In Mashol Timshol Banu means also to, it's like a melech is somebody, is a king who's accepted by the people. The people willingly take upon him his sovereignty. Okay? Whereas a Mosel is somebody who rules by force. Okay? So that's what the pasuk, that's what they're saying to him. Are you going to rule over us that we should accept your authority? And even if we're not going to accept it in Moshe Tim Shoban, you think you're actually going to be able to rule over us by force.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, it's interesting. It could well be that that was indicated. This was the brother saw indicated in the double expression. That okay? That the Koma Alumasi means that indicates. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. That it could indicate that Yosef was telling them, I'm going to rule over you at all costs, on all circumstances, whether you accept my sovereignty or not. So that to which the brothers responded, okay, you think you're going to be able to rule over us, whether we accept you or whether we don't. That could be. I'm not sure. Anyway. So it says, they hated him even more, al chaloi moisov, for his dreams, al devarov, and for his words. Now, first of all, it's interesting, what's chaloi moisov? His dreams. How many dreams have you had here?
Oh, we said one before.
Right. So the way Rashi has it, there's just one dream. It should say al chaloi moi. Chaloi moisov. Don't know? Okay, let's continue. One second, the Rashi over here.
One Rashi. The Al Devarav, because of his talk, Al the Batam Ra'ah, Shehaya mevi la'avihem. Oh, because of the bad report he brought to his father, or their father.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So the question is, how did they know?
Yeah.
Did Yaakov tell them that Yosef tattled on him?
It could be that, I guess when we discussed this yesterday, could be that Yosef himself had told the brothers, you know, I told father about this. That would be the easiest way of explaining it.
Okay, so Yosef is really a nar.
Right. He's not acting very cleverly here, you think?
Right. I'd say he's acting surprisingly foolishly. It's hard to imagine that this is the same person that in a few years is going to become the viceroy of Egypt.
Right. So that's what I mentioned to you before. Yosef felt that even though he realized that was the initial reaction of the brothers, that they hated him even more because he just told him, he just maybe told them, by the way, guys, I've had a dream and I want to tell you the dream. What's he got up to now? He thinks his dreams are worth something. Okay? And then he says, please listen to my dream. It sounds like very asking for trouble. You know, as I mentioned before, he thought it was a nevuah, and the nevuah is not going to have effect unless he actually speaks it out. Okay. Fine. Let's continue.
Tet? Okay.
Okay, fine, let's go.
ויחלום עוד חלום אחר, ויספר אותו לאחיו, ויאמר, הנה חלמתי חלום עוד, והנה השמש והירח, ו11 כוכבים משתחווים לי. Okay, so he had a second dream, another dream. He also told his brothers, and he said, behold, I dreamt a dream, I guess another dream. And here, behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars bow down to me, are bowing, I guess. It's present tense.
Or bowing down to me.
Yeah. Okay, there's no Rashi on that.
The next pasuk.
Pasuk Yud. Vayisaper el aviv ve'el echav vayigar bo aviv vayomer lo ma hachalom hazeh asher chalamta havo navo ani ve'imcha ve'achecha Lihishtachavot lecha artza. Wow. What's that? Oh, he told this to his father and brothers. Okay. And his father got angry with him and said, what is this dream which you dreamt? Okay. Are we, Havo Navo, are we coming, I and your mother and your brothers, to bow down to you, to the ground? Wow.
Okay.
This is quite contrary to how can I was going to say to their religion, but to how they have their observances. They would never bow down to a person.
Oh, so Lemaisa, what happened, Lemaisa? They did.
Well, they did.
They did actually bow.
Really?
Why was that?
Where do we see that?
Not that he made himself into a idol, but that was the dumb thing, you make the you meet the leader of the country or the ruler of the country, so you got to bow down to him, even without not out of any form of idol worship at all, maybe just out of respect for him.
Oh.
That was right over here.
So in our later history, when Jews went to see the king for whatever reason, they bowed down to the Jewish king too. Then,
Yeah, it says in 42 Pasuk Vav 6, 42:6, it says Yosef's brothers came and they prostrated themselves to him with their faces to the ground.
oh,
Right. Yes, it actually did. This was definitely fulfilled. This, but the most you find in Marshall, it says that when Bathsheba came to David, he was not quite on his deathbed, but he was old and weak. So she bowed down to him, and Nosson Hanavi also bowed down. That was the thing; he bowed down to the king, not out of worship, but out of respect. Yaakov bowed down to Esau 7 times.
oh yeah.
The bowing down in itself is not something which is necessarily showing out of worship, more out of things, more out of respect.
So it's how they greeted each other in those days.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, hold it.
Okay. Let's see the Rashi here.
Okay, so the Rashi says, Vayisaper el aviv el echav. And he told his father and his brothers. Okay.
Now, Rashi is bothered by the fact that previous Pasuk says he dreamt another dream and he told it over to his brothers. So he's told his brothers already. Why is he now saying he told it to his father and to his brothers? His brothers already told him. Why do you repeat it?
Okay. So
this is what that's what I'm telling on.
So
It says,
okay. Le'achar shesiper oto le'achav chazar v'sipro le'aviv b'fneihem. Oh, that's interesting.
okay. I want to make sure that the brother wanted to make sure it was the same nusach, the same version, which Yosef had told them. That's what he told his father.
Oh, so that's why they were there in
Right.
Yaakov's presence. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there's more Rashis here. Vayigar bo, and his father got angry with him. Lefisha haya meitil sin'a alav. because he brought Sinan, hatred on himself.
He was arousing hatred upon himself.
Oh. Okay.
Really?
No, I was just wondering if Yosef would understand the ramifications of what he's doing.
What do you mean by that?
Well, typically, I don't think in America they call it snitching, telling on someone. And usually you would never do it in front of the person or people you're telling about. Like if you were in a classroom situation and the kids at recess weren't behaving properly, you might go in and tell the teacher privately, so-and-so wasn't behaving properly, but you wouldn't do it in front of their faces.
But this isn't snitching, Mayor. This is telling over the dream.
Right. The kind of prophecy. In fact,
okay, it's a prophecy. Okay, good point. Good point.
In the question on Rashi asked the question, why didn't Yosef tell Yaakov the first dream? Why only the second dream?
Oh, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is that, as I mentioned before, the whole point of the dream is that to be told over to somebody and be interpreted. I mixed out that point before when I mentioned it before. That it has to be interpreted. So the first dream, the brothers interpreted. He said, we were gathering sheaves, and my sheaves stood upright, laid upright, and your sheaves surrounded me and bowed down. So the brothers, should we say, fell for the ruse, not the ruse is the right word, maybe. And they said, look, they interpreted the dream. They said, oh, wow, this is what you mean. You know what you're insinuating by that dream? You're saying that we're going to go come and bow down to you. He's going to rule over us. So he has to say, Gavaldik, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Because I wanted you to interpret the dream. Tell me the interpretation of the dream. Now, the dream could be fulfilled with your interpretation. Okay? But with the second dream, he didn't, he said on that, and he told the brothers, they didn't say anything. They didn't, could be they chap this time. They said, we're not going to say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So what did Yosef did? So he told his father. And his father again, indeed, also interpreted the dream. He said, you're insinuating that we're going to bow down. Ah, great! Yaakov's interpreted the dream. It's exactly what Yosef wanted to achieve. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay? I think we'll leave this Rashi for the next Rashi for tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
We'll stop here. Okay? We have very novel. Okay.
Very good.
Very good. Okay, be well. Talk
Thank you.
Okay, have a good afternoon.
Take care, Mayor.
Okay, be well, Lou.